most business advice is fucking useless. And so is this. Now, the reason most business advice is useless is because it's only half the answer. You need to actually make a judgment about the advice. A lot of people think, I go and seek advice from somebody who knows, or somebody who's done it before, or some expert, right? And they think, okay, that's the advice, and I go and use that. Advice isn't there to be taken. Advice is to be listened to and decided upon and making a judgment upon as to what you're going to do with it. And you have at least half of the involvement in the advice. So you get the advice from somebody. You know your business, you know the situation, you know the challenge an awful lot better than anybody else, a lot better than the person giving the advice, believe it or not. So you have responsibility to make a judgment, to say, no, I'm not going to take that advice. Yes, I am, but I'm going to change it, or I'm going to adapt it, or I'm going to think, what bit of that advice is really relevant to my business? So there's a responsibility on you to take the advice and take it in a way that's going to be beneficial to your business. A lot of people don't do that. They think, oh, I was given advice and it was wrong advice, and look, it didn't work. Well, that's your problem. It's not their problem. They, in good faith, gave you the advice. You chose to not really take it properly. So most business advice, is useless because most people don't take it appropriately and decide what they should do with it. There's a responsibility with taking the advice and doing the right thing with it for your business, and that's where you come in. You've got to make that choice. You've got to be at least 50% involved and committed any advice you take.